Going on to you, Aries. So there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways for you to be able to support the channel. So I can most definitely keep the show going. Really appreciate it if you would. Thank you in advance. So for you, Aries, you have the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So that is very interesting. The Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles pretty much speaks to how it is that you, Aries, have been, you, Aries, this speaks to not so distant past, in the sense that this speaks to a not so distant past. The reason why it is not saying that is because what you've got going on is that a lot of you, Aries, are feeling a little bit ashamed, right? Because of your success, because of the whole ideology of, well, and a lot of you, Aries, know that you logically, you know that you really shouldn't feel shamed about it, or ashamed to be in a position that you're in, because you've worked yourself. If you Geminis, if you Aries, minds and heart are in the correct place, you Aries know that you work your minds and you work that your butt off. You know, you work your butts off. You know in your mind and your heart that you really have been working to put yourself in a better situation. And there's a little bit of shame and embarrassment that comes with that. Now, there shouldn't be, but there is, because because a lot of you Aries want people that you are familiar with to actually share in the glory with you. And I just want to go ahead and say that that is a trait. That is a trait of leadership, is the ability to actually be able to and want other people that you are familiar with to actually share in the glory with you. That is a leadership trait, okay? But what it is that I also want to say to y'all is, this is also a situation for y'all where you're also having this internal dialogue. These three cards are very important right off the rip. I'm getting all of this. But you're also having this internal dialogue like, why do you feel so guilty? And the truth is, you Aries really shouldn't feel guilty. What it is a lot of people wanted to waste your time and be on some nonsense and not really be straightforward with how it is that they handle their business. And because of the fact that they didn't really want to actually put in any kind of work so that they could be in a position with you and go with you, you Aries are ultimately finding out how lonely, quote unquote, it can be at the top sometimes. Because like it is that Nipsey Hussle said, not everybody can go, in the sense that when you are on self-improvement, right, and your value system changes, where you want self-improvement for yourself, mind and heart, body and everything, that's going to really put a testament or a test to your relationships, because not everybody is going to want to put in that kind of work. And the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, you may feel, right, a little bit pressured to now want to actually raise those people up. Don't do it. Because of the Page of Cups and the King of Swords. Don't do it. Because what's going to happen is, right, Page of Cups represents a delusion that a lot of you are having. Maybe you should raise them up. Don't do it. Because if you do decide to raise them up, you're going to go through the same thing that you was going through when you were going through going through it with those particular people. So don't save those people. Don't look to try to save and have those people's backs. Don't do any of that type of stuff. Okay, the Nine of Wands and the Judgment represent, some of them may even try to ask you, or may even still have your number and be like, hey, still contact you from time to time to see what it is that you've got going on. And they may even ask you, they may have the unmitigated gall and the audacity to ask you for help. Don't do it. Don't help them. But when you decide to self-preserve, you know what's going to happen? The Nine of Wands and the Judgment. They're going to want to talk about how it is that you've changed and that you switched up and that that's not how you used to be. And they're right, because now you Aries really do understand your self-worth. The term self-worth has been used so many times, especially in today's era, where it's like you got a bunch of people who really don't understand what self-worth is, right? Basically misnoming or manipulating the word, or straight up lying and trying to make it seem like, oh, it's about self-worth. What do these people, let me take my glasses off because I want you to see it clearly. What do these people know about what self-worth is? They don't know about any kind of self-worth whatsoever. How can a person understand what self-worth is if they're still making the same mistakes? Self-worth is about self-preservation and making sure that you can take care of yourself. And that really making a real conscious look at oneself, your own self, so that you can start making better choices later. How is a person going to be able to do that if they're still remaining to be selfish to no end? And then even though they're selfish to the point where they're making self-centered decisions. And that's what you'll have if you were to save these people. The Three of Pentacles, it's not going to be an equal exchange. There's a lot of iniquity. There's a lot of inequity there. The Five of Cups and the Seven of Wands, so when you leave them alone, they're going to be alone. They're going to be without you. And that's how it is that it needs to be. You need to make that sacrifice, for a lack of a better term. You need to let them go, because forever, even if they contact you, don't reply to them. Even if they begging, you have to close your heart to that, because they deserve it. Not because I'm saying that, but because look at all the stuff that they done wasted your time with. Now you Aries are going to go back and save them. If you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why it is that I don't agree with the pacifists and a person who has a pacifistic or a pacifist ideology, because there is a point in time where you got to understand that ignorance is a problem, and that no matter how peaceful you try to be with some people, sometimes they're still going to have their problem with you. So you could be peaceful and all of that, but they're still going to do to you what it is that they came here to do. You just made it easier. You understand what I'm saying? So ultimately, you just basically laid down so that they could do whatever it is that they want to do to you. So when you decide to cut people off for stuff like this or whatnot, yeah, it is peaceful, but spiritually, you won the war, you won the battle, even though physically it's peacefully. And the reason why is due to the fact that the worst thing that can ever happen to these people, right, that wasted your time and play games with you, is their own life. They're so divisive. They're divisive even to their own self. And there's really nothing that you can do about that but leave them alone. So I just see a lot of you Aries needing to learn a very serious lesson. And one of the lessons that you Aries need to learn is you can't possibly save everybody. And it's not your job to save everybody. It's not your job to save anybody. The only person that you can save is yourself. You can inspire other people to have them save themselves, but that's the real wink wink hint hint of it all. The idea that you can't save anybody. A person can only save ultimately themselves. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands. The Star. Five of Pentacles. Five of Swords. Yeah. Four of Swords. The Judge. The Lovers. Yeah. So The Star card and the Five of Swords represents how they look at you. They look at you like, here the Aries is. They become a star. They've become an overnight celebrity, a star, right? They see you as a star, a person that is special, that only comes around once in whatever statistic lifetime, very rare. And the Five of Pentacles represents, and they're comparing themselves, and they're like, here they are, bums. Here they are, they didn't do anything with themselves while you Aries was grinding. So they look stupid. And the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords is about how, and now they're looking at it like you won't even talk to them. And it sucks because you won't even talk to them. But the Lovers represents, and now they're going down kind of memory lane, thinking about how they had you. They had you. You were interested in them. But now the only person that they have to blame is themselves. They looking stupid out here, Aries. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. We're actually on our way to 11,000 subscribers. I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody that has subscribed, everybody that will subscribe in the future. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, really smash that like button. That's how it is that we get our video up in the algorithm. Hit that notification bell and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. I gotta go play some Pokemon.